For the past 2 years, I've been following Spanish game developer The Game Kitchen's latest title, Blasphemous. They took to Kickstarter with a modest goal of $50,000 and ended up with $333,000. Pretty impressive for a small-time developer. Later on, they ended up getting picked up by Team 17, who ended up publishing the game on PC and all major consoles. Blasphemous takes place in the fictional world of Custodia, which has been undertaken by a foul curse only known as the Miracle. Blasphemous' lore and visuals take inspiration from Spanish folklore, mixed with a gothic atmosphere reminiscent of the look and feel during the age of the Inquisition. In a recent interview by Donkey Kong artist, game designer Enrique Colinet mentioned that Dark Souls and Castlevania were major inspirations. He also said, "We are not following the Metroidvania formula exactly. It's a good mixture between Metroidvania games and Dark Souls. That was our intention." You begin the game by taking control of the nameless and faceless protagonist, only known as the Penitent One, the sole survivor of the massacre of the Silent Sorrow. Looking to free the world from this horrible fate, you set off to find out what happened and seek forgiveness for your past actions. One of the predominant themes of Blasphemous is its use of religion and how it affects the world. Every person you meet is devoted to penance and self-sacrifice, so your journey is lauded by everyone, except those you kill. I'm not sure if it was inspired by Dante's Inferno, but I see some similarities. Both feature grotesque enemy designs and hellish vistas. However, Dante's Inferno focuses on the time of the Third Crusade. Blasphemous doesn't outright use any specific religion, but you can get a general idea on which one it does use as inspiration. One of the first things you notice is how detailed everything is, be that from the cutscenes, animations, architecture, all the way down to the minute details in the lore. Let's not forget how visually stunning the entire game looks. One of the most impressive things about this game is that it's 100% pixel art. The backdrops, the UI, to all the boss fights, everything is pixelated. I can't see the game looking any better than this. Exploring is very rewarding and at the same time confusing. While the game does provide a map, don't expect this game to hold your hand either. This is an open world game, so you can access new areas in any order, which in turn is a double-edged sword. I've lost countless hours not knowing where to go, entering room after room trying to push forward. Moments like these became frustrating, but as you advance you start to gauge where to go next. On the flip side, I had many aha moments when I would find secret rooms. It gave me an incentive to destroy the environment in hopes of finding the next secret. As you traverse through the map, the game throws a lot of obstacles your way, keeping you on your toes the entire time. Whether it's fighting multiple enemies, platforming around the hazardous environment, or solving puzzles sprinkled here and there, there's usually something to do in every room. I'm not sure what it is when it comes to platforming, however, it just doesn't feel right. At times you'll miss a platform or slide across a ledge causing you to fall to your death. These moments become very frustrating.
Oh my god.
Especially because the checkpoints are few and far between. At times, this is alleviated by carefully placed shortcuts that help avoid spending a lot of time backtracking. A highlight of the game is the music. I love how much Western influence it has, reminding me a lot of music from Diablo 2. The sound effects are perfectly gruesome for the visual macabre that Blasphemous brings. The sound enhances the gameplay by seemingly transporting you into this nightmarish hellscape. Combat is the gory meat and bones of the game. It feels grounded, each strike and parry feeling deliberate. The brutal executions are awesome but can slow down the pace of fighting. You only have one weapon, the mea culpa, but upgrades are available at shrines located throughout the map. Each shrine strengthens the sword upon finding them. At the shrine, you have access to a skill tree for the sword. You may unlock all abilities by acquiring enough Tears of Atonement, the game's currency. To obtain these, you'll have to kill, complete side quests, and scour the map for available caches. The Tears may also be used to purchase items from the merchant. If there's one thing the Souls series has taught me, if a key's for sale, buy it. It'll come in handy. As soon as I started playing, I could tell the team put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears making this game. Blasphemous is a welcome addition to the genre, as it has many improvements over its predecessors. It is by no means perfect, however, as age-old annoyances such as running into enemies cause damage. What is this, Mario? I can see how easily a casual gamer can call it quits. It's fairly punishing and requires more patience than I ever expected. Overall, I give Blasphemous 4 babies ripping you apart out of 5. So what did you guys think? Did you like it? Hate it? Let us know in the comments below and make sure to like and subscribe.